So he's just giving all the history of the scriptures that they have so they can all be on the same page together. And now, when Mosiah had made an end of reading the records, his people who was carried in the land was struck with wonder and amazement, for when they beheld those that had been delivered out of bondage, they were filled with exceedingly great joy. And again, when they thought of their brethren who had been slain by the Lamanites, they were filled with sorrow, and even shed many tears of sorrow, and cried. And they thought of the immediate goodness of God and his power in delivering Alma and his brothers out of the hands of the Lamanites and out of bondage. And they did raise up their voices and give thanks to God. So all these things there, it keeps saying over and over that they thought about this. Like when they thought about this, they felt like they really are just soaking in the words of God and soaking in these stories and all these histories and all these scriptures. And guess what? We have the same scriptures now. Are we soaking them in? Are we taking them in? Are we enjoying the scriptures and living the scriptures when we read them? And are we feeling them, seeing them, hearing them, and experiencing the scriptures like these people were? So how can you and I, how can we make our scripture study have this effect on us? It said when they were thinking about their brethren who had been slain, they were filled with sorrow and cried. So they're reading the scriptures, they're crying. When we read the scriptures, are we filled with sorrow, and do we cry when our brothers and sisters are being killed and whole civilizations are being knocked off? And when they said they thought about the goodness of God and his power and delivering the people out of bondage, they raised their voices and gave thanks to God. Do we have that same reaction when we read about this, or when we read about these miracles, right? And then when we have our own miracles, and when God's delivering us out of bondage, are we praising and blessing and thanking God when he delivers us out of bondage? And when he gives us miracles in our lives, are we thanking and praising and blessing God for the miracles we have in our lives? And are we expecting miracles and asking God to give us lots of miracles? Because he wants us to expect miracles and ask for miracles and have faith to receive miracles. So are we praising and blessing God for our miracles and giving thanks to the Lord? And even when we don't have miracles, or when we're having really hard things in our lives, do we praise, bless, and thank God when we have hard things and hard trials? And do we praise and bless and thank God that we're learning and growing, and thank him for giving us the hard trials in our lives? Now again, when they thought upon, sorry, there's something here. Okay. Now when they thought upon the Lamanites who were their brethren, or their sinful, and when they thought upon the Lamanites